what a pumping pub tonight. This is the annual Youth Wing special. If you've just joined us, Prime TV 10:30, also Thursday 1 p.m. Join us on Backbenchers if you haven't, Facebook, if you haven't yet, just like the page and be in the draw to win a prize. Around the panel first, before we get to Matariki, I want to ask you, let's start with Ricardo. Do you want to be an MP?
I would like to start being a candidate.
Okay.
I can't, yeah.
All right.
I don't know if that'll be a thing. But.
Why?
I think it's great to have migrant voices in politics. I think politics is a great space to have diverse voices, and I would love to be able to contribute that.
All right, Connor, New Zealand First, do you want to be an MP?
Yeah, I would love to represent people.
All right, yes. What about you, Joel, Young Nats?
Yeah, I'd be honoured to represent the National Party and New Zealanders if the National Party and New Zealanders will have me.
Are you going to put yourself up one day?
Possibly, if the opportunity comes along.
All right, where would you stand?
Pass.
All right, what about you, Nevada, Young Labour? Do you want to be an MP?
I would like to be one, but at the moment, I'm pretty satisfied with being a student politician. I would like to be a teacher, and I would... and I'd like to make sure that we're investing in the future.
The new leader of the Labour Party one day?
Maybe.
Maybe. Next leader, someone says here. All right, what about you, Elijah, Young Māori?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I want to be the Prime Minister.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You say, hey,
thank you so
fives.
much.
High five.
My first voter, everyone. My first voter.
No. I'm just saying, it's great to have someone with such honesty here. What do you think? Is Elijah Pue Prime Ministerial material? Text.
Absolutely.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What about Young Act, Hannah?
Just need to get my camera back.
They've only got
Come
one.
to us, excellent. Hannah.
Possibly one day I would like to be an MP. Axe on the way up, watch the space.
Okay. Hey, look, I want to talk a bit about Matariki. The Green Party want Matariki, or the Māori New Year, to be recognised as a national holiday. Is it a good idea, Ricardo?
I think it's a great idea. And not only do we have a really long period where we don't have a public holiday in winter, but acknowledging Te Ao Māori is a great start to honouring Te Tiriti. I think we have to acknowledge this partnership, and I think having something like Matariki would be a great start.
Okay, what about you? Connor, New Zealand First, Matariki, a national holiday, more recognition for Matariki.
The party doesn't have an official position on it.
You
okay,
yourself.
Okay. I suppose it would depend on what it
Yes
do
or
for the
no?
country. If it was proven to have benefits for the country, tourism, that would be a great public holiday to celebrate for tourism, maybe.
All right, okay, Connor.
Maybe.
All right, we'll move on
Maybe.
to Joel, Young Nats. Would you like to see Matariki as a national holiday?
Look, I think we could have a day where we celebrate New Zealand
So that's a
multiculturalism
yes?
and Te Ao Māori, but...
No. What about Matariki? Forget multiculturalism. Matariki.
Yeah, look, happy to celebrate Matariki, but...
Happy for it to be a holiday?
Public holidays cost, so I think if we're going to add that in, we're going to have to cut another one. Maybe provincial anniversaries.
Maybe Queen's birthday.
Oh, that's a good idea, Joel. What about that? Cut Queen's birthday as a holiday and put Matariki, your personal opinion.
Oh, look, I'm personally a fan of the Queen and don't mind having her birthday.
All right, what about you, Nevada, Young Labour?
Absolutely. I think there's growing support from young people for us to celebrate all of our history, the good and the bad, and to acknowledge everything that's happened. There was a petition that was started by some high school students up in Waikato to have a public holiday dedicated to the Māori land wars, and I would really like to see that happen.
That's an interesting point. What about you, Elijah Pue?
I think I have to agree with my relationship with core partner. It's going to cost, but I think the first step is for New Zealand to have it on the commemorations calendar. New Zealand wars, Matariki, all of these things need to be celebrated, and perhaps not by a public holiday.
But we don't really know about the land wars, do we?
Exactly, and so putting them in our calendar of commemorations is going to educate us.
Were you taught about the land wars at school, Joel? Were you?
I'm not in great depth, but I seem to remember learning something.
What about you, Connor?
I can't remember learning anything.
See, isn't that amazing? Isn't
That's
it?
the problem.
What about you, Ricardo?
I didn't go to high school here, but I think that's a problem. I think that we need to start actually telling New Zealand history as it is. We need to stop erasing the events that led us to the place that we are.
All right.
By learning more about our history, we can actually work towards having a better country.
All right, hands up those who agree. Actually, hands up those who feel that a public holiday should be Matariki. Hands up in the audience. That's, so what do you reckon, Ali? That's kind of like 80, 85%?
Yeah, it's a good majority by the looks of it.
All right, into the audience. What do you got there, Ali?
I just talked to Hannah from ACT about this because when you hear those words, Matariki public holiday, do you think of the potential nation-building significance of this moment, or do you just thinking of all the employers who are going to have to pay time and a half?
I think it's a fantastic holiday. It's such a uniquely New Zealand occasion. We should celebrate it, but we don't need another public holiday. When you look at it from an employer's or a business perspective, it's just unrealistic.
Though there's many New Zealanders who have a difficulty for various reasons claiming Waitangi Day, which is our national day.
Yes.
So wouldn't Matariki give us an opportunity to inhabit the day a little bit more and have a more joyous occasion than Waitangi Day is seen by some people?
I think the real issue with Waitangi Day is that it is politicised every year. The actual occasion itself is not an issue, and I believe that it should continue to be celebrated as a public holiday.
Have you been to Waitangi on Waitangi Day?
I have not.
It's really good. It's really good. What you see on TV, what you see on TV is about 2 minutes, and the rest is a really beautiful day. But yeah, thank you very much. Hannah from ACT.
Very good, thank you very much. What are your thoughts there? Should Matariki be our new national holiday? Perhaps, as Nevada said, get rid of or think about Queen's birthday.